Hey Bollywood Life viewers, this is me Manisha and today I am with two special guests who are going to work together for the first time and the chemistry is already creating fireworks on the internet. It's Shahid Kapoor and Kriti Sanin. Hi.
Hello.
Firstly, Teri, Baaton में ऐसा उलझा जिया. After a long time, इतना लंबा title आया है. So how convinced you all were with the title? Because nowadays the title is very short and crisp, but the title is too long, and I feel it's a good vibe that people are like Teri, वो
यही reason था. ये जो आपने अभी गाया ना. हाँ. बहुत कम ऐसे टाइटल होते हैं जिनको गा के बता सकते हैं. So I feel like this was a song which we did have in the film, and also I feel like ये मेरी बातों में काफी उलझ जाते हैं फिल्म में, तो it was going with the vibe of it.
Yeah. Shahid, you know, the moment we saw this title, Teri Baaton mein aisa ulja, we just we went back with your ishq vishq pyar vyar. वो moment ऐसा लगा कि वापस आ गया, and it was like we are seeing you again in a romantic avatar. So how was it doing it, and फिर आपने dance किया after a long time. So how much did you enjoy?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed myself in this genre.
Yeah.
I have done some nice films in this genre,
of course.
You know, but they were a while back, and I hadn't come back to this genre for almost 7-8 years now. So I was also like, what will I do new in this genre? Will I be able to do something fresh, or will I do the same thing, or like how will it be? But while doing the film, like you said, the songs were a lot of fun, and it's a quirky, fun film. It's entertaining and light, but it has romance. It's in the tone of reality. It's real in the sur of the performances.
Correct.
And it's situationally funny, you know. So don't have to do anything that I felt like ye kya kar raha hu main types. And I actually enjoyed, you know, doing a film like this. And you know, me and Kriti had never collaborated before, so we came together for the first time, and yeah, so I had a lot of fun doing it, and kind of sometimes asked myself also, like, why didn't I do this for such a long time?
Yeah, that's the second. That's the next question. Will we get to see the Rajiv Mathur charm all over again?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it is that kind of character in the sense that it is that zone of film.
A little more grown up. That's
a little more grown up. पहले दाढ़ी नहीं आती थी, अभी थोड़ी सी आती है. अभी actually काफी आती है. But yeah, I wanted him to be light and breezy and you know, kind of just chill, you know. So yeah.
What was your first memory? Do you remember जब आपने उनको पहली बार?
I mean, of course, Ishq Vishq. I was just telling him that I used to dance on like all the songs. I knew all the songs at that point. Like ऐसा क्यों होता है बार-बार, that all the antras, everything. I used to dance to that medley that he was performing on, like on stage. So yeah, of course, like it was one film that I totally loved, and I loved the music, and I loved him in it, and I think it was a very fresh film when it came at that point. So yeah, I think that's the reason I was probably very nervous dancing with him, because I was like, ये तो बहुत ही अच्छा dance करता है. So yeah.
And how comfortable were you with working with him? Because you know he has that take in that genre, and it was like somewhere you were working with. I mean, he's also working, but you were working with him for the first time. So how was the ice breaking with him?
You know, strangely, there was no ice breaking, and honestly, it's not even like we met for any workshops or anything.
Oh, really?
And we've bumped into each other at award functions. Parties में ज़्यादा आते नहीं हैं. So I've bumped into him like during award functions, and that's been about it. It's not like we've had conversations. We just heard a narration together once, and that was it. It's not. I didn't like see him before we came on set. And I remember the first day he had started shooting before me, and I just went on set, and he had this like boombox, and there was Punjabi music playing, and I was like, okay, ये vibe बहुत अच्छी है. I like this. I love Punjabi music, so I was like, I like this energy. And I think when we did our first scenes also, we just, you know, sometimes just chemistry is just there. And honestly, like I also remember seeing us on screen. I was like, hey, we kind of really look good together.
Correct.
You know, and I was supposed to work with him about like 8 years back or something.
Okay.
And it didn't happen, and today I feel like maybe in a way it's good, because I was way more confident, and I had like, you know, figured my own craft as an actor and everything. And when you're working with such a good actor, I think you yourself need to not be in self-doubt.
Correct.
You know, and you can play off each other a lot better in general. So I just feel like it's always the right film, the right timing.
The right time,
yeah.
and it's absolutely the right time because the vibe, the like you said, the first time when you all shared the first look, it was extremely surprising, and people, it went viral, and it was trending on Twitter, Insta, everywhere, that oh, the fresh pair, and it was amazing. Shahid, you know, coming to you, you know, you always surprise with your script. जैसे आपने फर्जी किया, then Bloody Daddy, फिर उसके बाद लगा कि शायद you're going in that zone, and you were like, no, I'm not doing this. So this is your conscious effort, or how do you choose your films?
You know, इंसानों के बारे में कहते हैं, you only know what you love so much after you lose it.
अच्छा.
So I think we don't value something when it's there.
बहुत ही deep.
Yeah, we value it more later.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you do something good also, but if you do it so often that people get used to it, they will stop valuing it. So I think it's very important to keep changing things so that the audience doesn't like kind of
Get
feel
bored.
like that, because it's natural human behavior. We all do it. Even if my favorite dish is put in front of me every day, after a while I'll want to change. You know, so you have to know the right time and how much and how often to do things in a certain space, regardless of how much people are liking it. And I also personally feel that as an actor, if I do the same thing over and over again, I will start repeating myself. And I have seen many times actors after 2 decades, three decades of doing great work.
Yes.
Suddenly you look at them and you feel like, I know exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah.
You know, and I have seen that, and as a fan, I've gone like, shit, what if I end up doing this? And I think after having done 2 decades of work, that's a very real question in my head all the time.
Yeah.
That, you know, is my acting turning into a pattern? Are people going to be able to, you know, is it becoming that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Preempted.
So yeah, you have to do different things so that you can change it up, because every genre requires something different from you. Every character needs you to understand it differently. And when you do that, you keep, you know, changing and growing. So actually I felt like I needed to do this genre because I was doing that quite a bit, and I felt like I needed to change it up. Also, I wanted to do something fun and light, and I hadn't done comedy for a long time. I hadn't done light love for a long time. I hadn't played like a chill
guy.
softer character who is more like the kind of people you meet every day in your life. And I have a lot of those qualities in me as a person, you know. So I hadn't done that, and I felt like it would be interesting to do it after a long gap.
I'm glad you did it. People are loving it.
Everybody is glad.
Yeah.
No, even I'm happy. I'm happy I did it.
You know, you just won a national award, and congratulations for that. You know, as an actress, there is a lot of competition here. So, you know, how do you keep your upbeat, and when things sometimes doesn't work in the favor, so how do you come out with that?
See, I completely believe that success and failure both are very temporary. You have to keep moving forward on to the next. And I think what's nice is that before any result of any film comes out, I'm already shooting something else which is going to come out after. So I feel as an actor, you don't have too much control on how the film will do eventually, or what the audiences will like or not like. What you have control over is just how you do your part.
Yeah.
So I think I never want to regret that yaar मैं और कुछ कर सकती थी. I didn't give my best. I don't want to ever feel that. But apart from that, you can only feel कि यार I'm feeling I should do this, and let me go with the feeling and let's see how people react. And I feel like otherwise it's all dependent on many other factors. So yeah, I sulk for a weekend when things don't work out. I also party for the weekend if it works out, but then I move on.
Shahid, what's your take on these box office results and the pressure that the actors has? Do you take that pressure as an actor?
If you feel accountable for what you have done, you will take the pressure. How you deal with the pressure is, I think, what is more relevant. You can't not feel the pressure. I think anybody who says they don't feel the pressure, I don't think they're being very honest. Maybe that's their way of dealing with the pressure. Okay, they just act like it hua hi nahi tha types, you know. Some people deal with things like that also. It depends. Very honestly, I'm sometimes a little more attached to certain films. I'm a little less attached to certain films.
It happens. Everyone knows.
I mean, it's not like I want to put anything down. No, but it just naturally sometimes happens like that. At different stages in your career, you have a different expectation or a different mindset, or you're at a different place in your life. You know, so I wouldn't really be able to say I have one way of dealing with it. It does affect me. I take some time to get out of it. But I tell myself like what she said, like this is how it has to be. But it hurts. It hurts Sometimes it doesn't, because I am also looking at my film and saying this is rubbish. And as you do more work, you get a little clarity, you know. Otherwise you're just attached to everything. You can't be like that. So you learn कि हाँ ये ठीक ठाक बनी है, ये अच्छी बनी है, बहुत अच्छी बनी है. So on most occasions it's ballpark what you thought it would be. Correct. On certain occasions it's much more than you expected, on certain occasions it doesn't do it, but I think at least 75% of the times you have a sense of how something has happened.
You sense it कि ये
at least some sense you have. Positive negative इतना तो पता होता है, अच्छा होगा कि नहीं अच्छा होगा ये वाला.
You know, and the thing is like it's happened with me that I felt like okay, I like this film and I think it should work, and it's not sometimes. But I'm glad that it's never happened that I'm like ये तो बिल्कुल नहीं चलेगी और चल गई.
Oh, that has never happened with you.
It's not yet.
Damn good यार.
That's not happened yet, because I feel like that can sometimes scare you that अच्छा okay, मतलब my choice is not the audience choice at all.
But that is I think true आजकल ना. I really feel कि it is true that our choice, because हम ना बॉम्बे में रहते हैं, एक बबल में रहते हैं, हम एक्टर्स हैं, हम अच्छी गाड़ियों में ट्रैवल करते हैं, अच्छे रेस्टोरेंट्स में खाना खाते हैं, काफ़ी कंफर्टेबल लाइफ जीते हैं. तो आई फील कि हमारा एक्सपोजर बहुत कम है.
हम लोग बबल में रहते हैं कई बार.
हाँ वही that's what I said बबल. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि you know ऑडियंस बाहर की जो ऑडियंस है, फॉरगेट बॉम्बे के बाहर की ऑडियंस, यू नो बॉम्बे तो हम चलो एक्सेसिबिलिटी है, बॉम्बे के बाहर की जो ऑडियंस है, जो रियल हिंदुस्तान है, उसे शायद हमने ओवर टाइम कम एक्सपीरियंस किया है. तो मेरी कोशिश ये रहती है कि मैं अपने सिंपल साइड से, जो मेरी एक नॉर्मल जिंदगी थी, जो मैं बेटा हूँ, यू नो मैं हस्बैंड हूँ, मेरी जो नॉर्मल रिलेशनशिप्स हैं, जो मेरे बचपन के दोस्त हैं, जो मेरे स्कूल के दिन थे, जो मैं ट्रेन में ट्रैवल करके शामक के पास जाता था, यू नो उन चीज़ों से कनेक्टेड रहना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. क्योंकि जब आप एक्टर बनते हो कुछ हद तक आप उन चीज़ों से डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाते हो और दुनिया उस रियलिटी में जी रही है, यू नो. तो वो रियलिटी से कनेक्टेड है ना, बिकॉज आजकल रियलिटीज बदल रही हैं. आजकल कितने सारे लोग बोलते हैं अरे यार ये फिल्म थिएटर में इतना कैसे चल गई, मेरे को तो समझ ही नहीं आई. बिकॉज आपकी रियलिटी और जो लोग उस फिल्म को पसंद कर रहे हैं उनकी रियलिटी अलग है. तो आई थिंक ये हमें हमारी जनरेशन को समझना हमारे लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है, बिकॉज कई सारे लोग ना ऐसे बहुत कंफर्टेबल लाइफ जी कर आए हैं, तो उनको पता ही नहीं है एक्चुअली.